All right, what is going on, everybody? This is On Deck Sports. This is our 5th episode, our first one in the new podcast room here. I'm James Torillo here with Dylan Lawyer and Nick Volpe. Say what's up, guys.
What's up,
What's
everybody?
going on?
So, first thing, I wanted to thank our new tech producer, Zach Porcel. Clap it out. Clap it out for Zach. He's gonna help us out with this. He's behind the camera right now. But another thing I want to address: Nick's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Nick.
Oh, thanks, guys.
What did you do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? Went to school. Then I went home.
Fun.
It was a great time. Went to school and then I had a little party with my family, and then that was about it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No invite.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I got you a little something.
I didn't, and now I feel bad, but
No, you're good. Oh, I love these,
Let's
What is
go.
that?
They're nuts.
James. I love your nuts. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Nick, I'll give you
Welcome.
I'll give you nuts tonight too.
We're like 2 minutes in.
Don't worry about it.
All right, a lot going on in the sports world. Some trade rumors. Thursday Night Football tonight. World Series coming up. Let's go over Thursday Night Football first. Rams Vikings tonight. I'm assuming you guys have the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Too, with that defense.
Definitely going to be a tough game tonight for
Oh,
the
sure. I
Rams.
got bananas in there. Nice.
Bananas?
Yeah.
You got bananas in the nuts?
You bought them.
I just
They're freeze-dried
got them
bananas.
from the vending machine.
No, they're good. Thank you.
Let's go.
$1.50.
$2. Rip off.
Overpriced.
Rip off.
Overpriced.
Yeah, $2 for those nuts. What's it called? Cooper Kupp trade rumors. Hopefully we don't get a notification during this. Dude, we were on the way to the Flyers game on Tuesday, and Tyler made my heart sink. He was in the back seat, and he goes, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Cooper Kupp just got traded," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't believe you." And then he's like, "To the Jets." I'm like, "To the Jets," and I didn't believe him fully. But there was part of me that was like, my heart sunk, and I was like, this better not be true, or we're driving right into a pole. But anyways, Zach can back me up. I am the best driver when going to Philly.
That's right.
No doubt. I don't miss any exits whatsoever.
How many? I wasn't there yesterday. How many exits did you miss?
Only 2.
We missed one too.
Bad.
We got there 20 minutes late. We missed an exit.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
We
go.
missed the Laurier fight.
You missed the Delorier fight? That was like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, we missed it. We missed the first 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's
Dude,
not.
they look so bad.
No, they look like shit right now.
They look so bad. Right, Dylan? They look
They did.
horrible.
They did. I was flipping between that and the Sixers game. Both games were not looking Philly's way at all.
No, not at all.
Sixers, they actually started off, I think, first quarter they were fine, and then it
Yeah,
just fell
they had the
apart.
lead at the end. Well, with the Flyers, they came back. It was so close, and then of course they lose to that stupid while they were shifting, wide open net.
Yeah,
It was-
that's and Zach says this all the time. That's just how the Flyers are. It's like they'll be getting blown out. You think there's no chance, then they make it close to give you hope, and then they lose anyways. Just
No,
to
you,
make
you saw what I sent. I said they don't give me hope meme.
yeah,
And then, yeah.
they make it 4-3 to make you think that they're gonna come back. Like Charlie was in the group chat, like Flyers come back, and then the next the next message was like boneheaded play. How do we lose like that?
I would have rather them just lost 4-3. Like, I mean, obviously the score looks better, but like I'd rather them have like the last 2 minutes when they kept getting shots on goal, but they got lazy at the end, and then they just dropped the puck, and then wide open net.
At one point, Fedotov had given up 4 goals on 10 shots.
Yeah,
How is that even possible?
I will say though, that was definitely his best game. He locked in for the last 2 periods of the game.
If that was his
How
best
could it be your
game,
best game?
then we've got
That
then we've got
start?
problems.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was his best game.
Was it? That was like the one game of the year so far I haven't been able to watch.
The
so.
first period was not good. The second period was shaky for the first 10 minutes, but the rest of the game he played very well. He had a couple of really clutch saves.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I checked the score at one point and it was 4-1, and there were only 13 shots. I was like, great, he's got 9 saves on 13 shots. That's fantastic.
They have the Flyers shot twice at the end of the first. I think that was it. Zach, was that?
Yeah, they
That
had
was something like that, right?
Yeah, I texted in the group chat. I checked the score with like 20 seconds left in the first period. They had 2 shots. The shots were like 6-2. How are there 8 total shots in one period?
It was bad. That should be like one team. There should be one team with 8 shots, but
Yeah, at least.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the defensive problem's worse than the goaltending situation.
I 100%
As of right
agree.
now,
I 100% agree.
it's not even.
It's annoying because people will only blame Fedotov or Erson when there's, we lose by
Tyler.
3 or 4. And nobody blames Zamula for, costing 3 breakaways a game or anybody on the defense. It's not only on Fedotov.
Especially the last 2 games, a lot of them have just been one-on-one shots with like just the attacker and the goalie. That's been all of them. Fast breaks, just wide open nets.
And I'm not fully blaming the goaltending here, but I feel like every single time the other team is a breakaway, we never get a save. The two against Washington at home on Tuesday, they're 2 shorthanded goals in 1 period. By the way, that's ridiculous. We had 2 power plays. We gave up a shorthanded goal on both of them. Both of them were on breakaways, which, first of all, you shouldn't even give it up a breakaway when you have an extra guy on the ice. No. And if you do, we never get a save, ever, on a breakaway. It's so aggravating. It's aggravating. But, they got to turn things around soon because it's not looking great. 1-5-1, 6 straight losses, 4 in regulation. So, yeah, go Flyers. Let's go.
I'm about to jump off the train as quickly
Flyers
as I
coming
hopped
back.
on.
Yeah, Dylan's new to hockey, so we're getting there.
I'm managing through this conversation. I'm listening.
Yeah, you're listening pretty well. Proud of you.
You're doing a great job.
Right, I'm learning, absorbing.
I mean, they haven't won a game in a while. The power play looks pretty good though.
Since week 1, right? Since the first game.
The first game we won in a shootout. We beat Vancouver, and
that's the most aggravating part of it all because they played so good the first game. Everything looked good. The defense looked pretty solid. The goaltending looked great. They were getting shots on goal. And then they are just absolutely shitting the bed.
And they came back in that game too. They were down 2-1, tied it in the third, won it in the shootout, and they came back in the shootout too. They were losing in the shootout.
That's right.
So Konechny scored to tie the shootout with the game on line, then Frost scored to win it. And I remember we were filming our reactions to that, and after they won, I went, "We're going 82-0, 82-0." They haven't won a game since, so it could be a long season for the Flyers. But it's looking to be, but hopefully we can turn things around sooner than later.
I'm not too worried, but that's what I was saying. We got to start betting against the Flyers, so they're going to start winning because we're bad luck.
Yeah.
We can't win.
We went to like a 1-1-1 record after 2 losses.
Yeah.
And if you read the comment sections on like the Flyers Instagram post, you would have thought we lost 80 in a row. They were like, Fedotov, leave the city.
Oh, after the first game?
This guy sucks. We suck.
After the first game he played?
Yeah, same old Flyers. I'm like, all right, let's...
Every single... Chill. You know how they post the finals every time? And everyone's just like, just post when you fucking win, please.
Yeah, and the caption's always like, final.
Yeah.
Final.
Yeah, that's every team, though, I feel like.
Final and the score in the picture, and that's it.
Yep.
No, just the comments are so bad. They're it's so sad.
Yeah. And then I wasn't worried at all when we were like 1-2-1. I'm like, okay, it's a few games. 6-game losing streak this early is a little concerning.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little. Not time to panic, but it's time to be a little concerned, I think.
I feel like if they don't get 3 wins before they get the 10-game mark, then it's time to start panicking a little bit. But I think they'll be fine.
3-win mark in 10 games? Yeah, I think that's pretty rough.
That's what I'm saying.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Who do we got? We got Minnesota on Saturday, and then we have...
is it Minnesota or Montreal?
Montreal's Sunday.
Montreal Sunday, okay.
Their Sunday night. Saturday afternoon
That's the
is
1 o'clock game.
Saturday afternoon games are like the best. They used to always play Saturday at 1, like every week at home.
Did you get the student rush thing or no? I didn't get it yet.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I was just asking.
Then I definitely didn't.
No.
I got it for the game we went to, and then I spelled my email wrong. So it's sent to the wrong email, and that email didn't exist.
Didn't make you put a password in or anything?
I thought it was like already in your phone though. Isn't it connected? It was not connected.
So yeah, when I made the account, I spelled my email wrong. Instead of putting mccc.edu at the end, I put mercer.edu because it was like a month ago, and I'd been in class for like a week, so I didn't know my email by heart. But so it sent the tickets. So I bought the tickets not knowing, and then it was like, your purchase has been completed. Your tickets have been emailed to, and then it gave me the email. I was like, that's not my email. So I didn't get them. So I had to go on the phone with like this lady who, let's just say English wasn't her first language. So she was like, I'm very, very sorry. And then she just kept like, she had no idea what she was doing. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to go to the ticket booth when we get to Wells Fargo Center. And that morning of the game, I just got a random text with a link to the tickets. I was like, oh okay. That works.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish you didn't get the tickets, did you?
I want my money back. Yeah, that's probably the worst Flyers game I've like ever been to.
What was the final score?
4-1.
4-1.
And it wouldn't have been as bad if one of them was an empty net, but that was all.
I have a log of all the games I've ever been to. And
Yeah.
I think I've been to a few like 3-goal losses, but that one was the most annoying because they played the worst. Like the other
they played
ones where
bad.
it was like 3-1 and then there was an empty netter, or they were
Yeah, that's
not playing horrible. Let me see if I can find this.
What's your overall record when going to games?
I have it. I'm gonna pull it up right
Yeah.
now.
I bet it's losing.
No, it's for the Dodgers, it's 500, and for the Flyers, it's really good.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why I always like going to games because they always win, but like, not this time. Where is this?
Can't fix
Games
that.
attended. Okay, that is my 23rd. I didn't actually put this in the other day. That's my 23rd NHL game I've been to. My Flyers record is now 16-6.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
really good for a team that has won like 2 playoff rounds in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So, and then the Dodgers, I'm 7-9. And that's a team that's won the division like 10 times in the last 11 years.
Right, yeah.
That's so weird.
Are those all the games that like most of them are at Citizens Bank, right?
Yeah, I've went to like,
But that's also the difference between home and away.
yeah, I've never been to a Dodgers home game.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've only been to Flyers
And they're
home.
always going out to the East Coast
Yeah,
when you're going.
but a lot of the years, the Phillies were not a good team.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't be really, like
Shouldn't be
this
dropping too
year,
many.
this year we were beat up and we had like nobody.
Mhm.
So like after Shohei and then Freddie in the lineup, it was like Austin Barnes, Kevin Biggio, and we got swept. But we're in the World Series now, so I
We,
can.
we were there, James. We saw him get swept.
Yeah, you were. And then the guy outside, like with the fake broom, was like, "Ooh!" I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Did-
Worth
that-
it now.
I told you I saw the guy.
Yeah.
I told you about the Ben Simmons shirt I saw, right? The
Ben Simmons shirt?
Yeah,
No.
this guy was walking to the stadium. It was said Mr. Softy on it, and it was just a picture of Ben Simmons.
I remember that. Speaking of baseball, we got to talk about the World Series. I don't even know if I want to talk about it because I'm so nervous. But yeah, it's going to be a very stressful week because for the people that know me know that my mom is a Yankees fan, and everybody else in my family on both sides are all Yankees fans. My dad and I are Dodgers fans. So if we lose, it's going to be the worst sports week of my life. And if Cooper Kupp gets traded, that will be a rough week. That will be a rough week.
Are you going to change your dog's name if Cooper Kupp gets
I
traded?
can't change it now.
No, you're
No.
stuck with it?
I already told myself unless he
Cooper
gets
Kupp's
traded,
not changing his name.
unless
like
he
the
gets
Niners?
traded to like a team I really hate, like he won't get traded to the Niners. But let's say hypothetically it happened. That's the only way I wouldn't buy his New Jersey. Like if he goes
Okay.
to like,
What if he goes to the Eagles?
then I probably wouldn't. I would.
I'm not gonna lie.
I would buy it and rep it for you.
A black Cooper Kupp jersey would
That'd
be
be
pretty
tough.
tough.
But that's like the opposite of him.
It would be, but but I just like I can't wear an Eagles jersey.
Yeah, but it's Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
It's Cooper
but
Kupp.
it's the
It's like
Eagles.
your guy, though.
The only two teams I think the only teams that I wouldn't buy are Eagles and in our division. Any other team, I think I would buy,
So
or
Chris,
maybe
I
not
hate
New
you
York
just for
teams.
Eagles. New York team, yeah. Like if he went to the Giants,
I can't wear a
that's an ugly
Jets
jersey.
Cooper Cup
Jets,
jersey. I wouldn't do
Giants.
that. I'd root for him, like secretly. I'd root for him on the Jets, but like I'm
You
not
have
buying a
to.
jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
I would just wear my Rams Cooper
Alright.
Cup jersey.
I want to do World Series predictions because I don't know who is going to win. I think it can go to 7.
Okay.
I think it can go to 7 very easily.
So this has been such a weird postseason as like a Dodgers fan because I'm used to them either just
Choking.
choking or if they do find a way to get this far, they always win on the road. They
Right.
haven't clinched a playoff series win at home since 2013, and now they did it twice this postseason already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really weird. And then another thing that I feel like never happens is Yankees Dodgers. Every year, everyone's
Yeah.
like, it's going to be Yankees Dodgers. They're the two best teams in baseball.
Right.
Never happens.
Never actually pans out that way.
No, one of them chokes or both of them do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, usually Kershaw's on the mound in the playoffs.
yeah, okay. And usually the Braves aren't this far either. So why don't you?
They
shut your
didn't
mouth?
get very far at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
We were injured. It's different. You
Yeah,
got all
so's
healthy.
Kershaw.
Well, there you go. It's a good thing. And in the postseason case, that is statistically a good thing. And I know you hate hearing it. I know, but statistically, you can't argue.
Okay, overrated stat is that he sucks in the playoffs. He's not great
Overrated
in the playoffs.
stat. It's a stat.
No, he's not. But he's not.
He's not good in the playoffs.
He's not.
He's great in the regular season.
bad.
He's Embiid.
He's like
He's Embiid.
streaky in the playoffs.
He's Embiid. In the
He's
playoffs.
streaky.
He's Embiid
He's
in
had
the
bad
playoffs.
moments. He's had very good moments. In
Embiid.
2020, when we won the World Series, he went 4-1 in the playoffs, and he won Game 5 for us on the mound, gave us a 3-2 series lead.
What was his ERA?
That's a great question.
Four.
That up. Not 4. If he was 4-1, I don't think his ERA was 4.
They had good bats.
Kershaw, 2020 postseason stats. Let's see if this loads.
Mickey Mouse year, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Just throwing that out there.
So it doesn't count that the Braves blew a 3-1 lead in the NLCS, right?
No, because it was Mickey
No?
Mouse.
Okay. So when the Dodgers win the World Series this year, what's going to be the excuse? Does that not count either?
No, that'll
or-
be an actual win.
Oh, okay.
Okay, buddy. Beat a real team.
Worst take in sports history is that
It's not a
2020
take, it's a stat.
that 2020 championships don't count. That's a stat.
Oh, the 2020. Okay, I thought you were talking about Kershaw.
No, I'm talking about like
They. Okay.
I think that's the worst sports take in
they,
history.
They don't not matter, but they matter slightly less because it is a different season. They didn't play the whole year. It does. It absolutely matters because you were under the same conditions as every other team in the
Right.
league. But at the same time, it's like you didn't really make it through 162. You didn't have to go through the injuries of 162 games, the mental,
yeah,
the,
but no
the
team
travel.
did.
No team did, yes, but it's just not the same year
It
in
doesn't-
general.
It's not
It's
the
like if
same.
the
It doesn't
NFL
mean
said,
it's
like,
less.
You can't run the ball this year. Whoever wins, it would be like doesn't matter.
That
as
is
much.
not the same thing.
It kind of is.
That's
All right, if the
changing
NFL
sport.
had if the NFL had an 8-game schedule,
It would still count. It would suck because we get
would
to
still
watch
count,
less
but-
football, but it would still count.
but just it wouldn't matter as much
But it
because you didn't go through the trials and
Okay.
tribulations.
when it happened though, let's be real. When
Mhm.
we're in quarantine and this is going on, you even admitted that bubble basketball is peak basketball, right?
That's different, but yes,
Oh, but that's different.
that is different
How?
because they were all locked in and like the only thing.
the Dodgers weren't locked in.
But like the only thing they could focus on was basketball, and they had more like peripheral vision behind the thing. That was peak athletic basketball.
the Dodgers spent like a month straight in a hotel together during the playoffs.
Yeah, and they got.
And
I won't
and they
even say
won.
what happened in that hotel though.
What happened in that hotel.
Well, there's a reason that every Dodgers player's wife had a kid at the
Did
same
not.
time. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That is, and when
They
that
had
comes
those-
out, I said it first.
No, they had they had their kids in 2023 and not with each other. And they were in the same hotel room in 2020. So unless they
Well,
were
that's when they
pregnant
got
for
it started.
3 years.
That's when they got everything started. I truly believe that. I really do.
How?
Because it's the Dodgers. They're so zesty.
That's-
No other team
that's
is
true.
like that.
That's true, but I don't think they'd get
They
together.
got something going on. That's all I'm
Nah,
saying.
James,
They got
100%.
something going on.
We were
They
there
got
for,
some
we were
weird
there for the
celebrations going
Shohei
on.
Gloves celebration.
Okay, no, he was shaking the
No,
dirt out
no,
of his
no,
glove.
no.
He was just in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
weird
you're shaking
spot.
the dirt out.
No,
He made
Max
eye-
Muncy was on.
Dude, he made eye contact with the camera while he was doing it. Stop it.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. They interviewed Max Muncy on a podcast about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I know that looks rough, but he was just shaking like the glove, the dirt out of his glove, but it did look a little, it did look a little weird. Don't do that.
They got some special sauce in the Dodgers organization. That's all I want to throw out.
If it helps
We
them
could
win a
change the
World
subject.
Series, I couldn't care less.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair to say.
All right.
I don't care what they're doing. If they're winning a World Series,
You don't care what they're doing.
I mean, as long as they're not like killing people, then
All right. They can get it on. That's fine.
fine by me. I don't care.
Go for it.
Add another one. Boom.
So I don't think we actually did World Series predictions. We just yapped about it. Your prediction?
Yankees in 7.
Dodgers in 6.
I'm gonna say Dodgers in 6 as well. I think it would be fitting if we clinch the World Series at home after beating the Padres and Mets at home. If we win, I think the series is definitely going 6 or 7
I think
either
it's
way.
going 6 or 7. Yeah.
I think it ends in LA no matter what. So
Who's on the mound for the first games?
first game is Garrett Cole versus Jack Flaherty.
Okay.
Jack's coming off a rough start against the Mets. Apparently, after the game, Dave Roberts said that he was sick, and they knew that going into the game. So then he just left
They
him out there to
still
give
started
up
him?
8 runs. So smart.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
good.
so.
I don't necessarily have a problem with him starting if you go up to Flaherty and he's like, yo,
If he
like,
said he was good to go.
if you're good to go, then pitch, and he says, yeah, I'm good to go. But then once you can tell he doesn't have his stuff
Short leash.
in the first inning, short leash, exactly. Don't leave him in there to give up 8 runs and then you give away the game.
Right.
Because thankfully we won game 6, but they just conceded game 5 like it was nothing. So
It's a
thankfully we
very
won the
weird
anyway.
series.
Very weird.
It was
All
very-
blowouts.
Yeah, there was not like, because weren't those games like all over by like the 5th inning at least?
Pretty much.
All blowouts, but they all felt close. Like they all felt winnable either way.
Like it was like I think the closest game was game 2 when the Dodgers lost 7-3. It was 6-3, and of course Kike was up with the bases loaded in like the 6th or 7th inning with 1 out. And he came up to the plate, and I said to my dad, I was like, the inning's over. Double play. Inning's over. So I'm trying to jinx him, right? And then, of course, he hits into a double play, and the inning's over. That's the closest I think it was late in the game at any point that series, because one swing and they could have taken the lead, but it's Kike, so they didn't. So
Whoa.
Pick out the one time
Whoa,
Kike
whoa,
didn't
whoa,
come
whoa,
through,
whoa,
and
whoa.
you have to pick on him for that.
I have to keep picking on him because every time I do, he does well. I went to a game once he went 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. I've been to a game where he pitched before, and every time I make
He
fun
was
of
good
him.
on the mound.
Yeah, I don't know how
I
that
remember
happened.
that.
I don't
He
know
was
how
good.
that happened.
He was better than your starters. Who started that game for the Dodgers?
Bobby Miller. He was
I hate
rough
Bobby
this year. Why do you hate Bobby Miller?
It's just like a random. And I hate Walker Buehler
Random? I don't. Yeah. Why do you hate Walker Buehler?
because he looks punchable, and I want to fight him.
That's such a stupid reason.
And Acuna hit a grand slam off of him. And
yeah, he did, and we won the series. So.
Yeah, but that's not the moment I was talking about.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter.
Just stop it a few minutes.
Yeah,
games.
I remember the
Game 3 of
grand
that
slam.
series.
That's all I remember.
I do too. The pitch, it was 3-0. The pitch before was way
Way
high,
high.
and they called it a strike. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then they hit a grand slam.
Yeah, Acuna
Like,
took it too.
I wish they would have called that a ball. Would have taken the walk.
Yeah.
Hindsight, but yeah. So you said Yankees in 7. We both said Dodgers in 6.
But I could see it going either way. Definitely 6 or
too.
7, but I could see it going either way.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be like the worst.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be the worst thing to watch. Like, even if they win the series, it's not gonna be fun to watch because
I don't know about that.
unless we're up big in a game and you can be all like arrogant about it, but like
Even if you win, you could still be arrogant. You just won the World Series.
no after I mean
Like
not
directly
not
after?
after like
During the
when you're
game?
watching the game, it's not gonna be fun because I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
stressing.
not supposed to be. You're supposed to be stressed.
Yeah, so I'm not
You
looking
want some
forward to
Mickey
it.
Mouse thing again?
No, that
Yeah,
was
yeah, there you
stressful.
go.
That
No.
was stressful.
No fans in the stadium. That was stressful.
There were fans, just not full capacity. Get your facts right.
Barely hear them. That was a good year for baseball though, because you could hear all the like ejections, and everything they were saying. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. All the breakdowns.
During the regular season, there were no fans, and I remember
Yeah.
you could hear like if a player like cursed, you could hear them, and the announcer would be
that was
like,
pretty sick.
"Oh,
got a little hot
Max
mic there."
Muncy's a little upset, I think." But what's it called? Yeah, it's gonna be stressful because both sides of my family are all Yankee fans, and we have a family reunion every year, right, in the Outer Banks. So if we lose,
Fight Club.
it's going to be 40 Italians that are all Yankee fans, and then 2 Dodger fans, my dad and I.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be rough. But if we win, it'll be extra sweet because we get bragging rights over everybody.
Right.
So
Thanksgiving's gonna fucking suck for you.
yeah, and
Split.
unless we win, then
Then it's just gonna suck for Mama Dukes.
Mama who?
Mama Dukes.
Who's
Mama
Mama
Doreen.
Dukes?
Yeah. You never heard that?
No. What's it called? So yeah, Thanksgiving would be my grandfather, who's a Yankee fan, and then my mom. But I think that's the next time.
Wait,
I'd
your
see
house
him.
or don't you go
My
back down
house.
there, right?
I
Okay.
go to what they come here. For
All of them, or just
Thanksgiving.
like
just my 3 grandparents and
Okay.
my sister comes
Alright.
home.
All right. NFL? Or are we still
NFL.
on MLB?
Okay, I'm fine with NFL.
NFL.
Tonight you guys both said Vikings.
Vikings, yeah.
I
I think
can't-
low scoring.
I do think the Vikings win this game. I
think
think
low
we're going to be
scoring?
in it
I think low
though.
scoring, yeah.
I think we're going to be in it.
no, I think it's gonna be like fairly high scoring.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
Right.
not like
Vikings defense is so good, and that Rams offense is so beat up.
We got Cooper Cup back, but it's still
Puka
pretty
might
beat
come
up.
back, right? Maybe it's
Yeah,
it's
I
on that.
I saw like he was still on IR, but he was questionable. Let me
Even if they come back, they're still so banged up. I can't see them putting up that many points on that defense.
I can't either. Let's see. I think like 4 or 5 hours ago I checked and it said that he was questionable. If this app would load.
I mean, they should sit him anyway at this point.
You think so?
Yeah.
Concede the game?
Yeah, but you're already 2-4. It's not
Yeah,
like
you
we're
gotta
6-0
get your
and we can
wins.
afford a loss.
No, I
we
know
can't
that.
afford to
But
lose
do you
many
want him to get
games.
hurt for the rest of the year?
No, but then you can't just sit him. I feel like if
Yeah, you
he
can't
can
just-
play him.
You got to try to get the win.
There's always a chance of anybody getting hurt in any game. You can't
No, I
sit
mean, I
anybody
get
because
that, but if you're
gonna get
playing
hurt.
hurt, it's gonna be a higher chance of it happening.
If you go down 21, I'd say sit him, but I think he should start.
I could agree with that. My phone won't load. I don't know if I would assume he's not playing tonight.
Yeah,
Because-
I mean, yeah, no, I haven't. I didn't see anything, but
He was supposed to be out like 7-8 weeks, I thought. Wait,
What injury did he have?
It was his knee. What week is it?
8,
7.
Going into 8. Yeah.
Going into 8.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, he got hurt week 1, so there we go.
7.
So So okay, wow, that went by quickly. He
It
got
is
hurt
going
in
by
that Rams
fast.
Lions game, and I remember watching that game. And even when we lost, I was like, okay, that's a Super Bowl contender. We just took to overtime
Mhm.
with Puka hurt, and we
It was a
lost.
competitive game.
Yeah, we lost. I think 2 or 3 of our offensive linemen got hurt during that game, and one of them was suspended. So we had like no O line, no Puka. We had 2 of our corners out. So I was like, okay, if we have all those guys out and we can almost beat a Super Bowl contender on the road, we'll be fine. So I wasn't that mad after that loss.
Mhm.
And then the next week, they lose by 31 to Arizona.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad game.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I mean, Kupp got hurt. Offensive line was still banged up.
I think you really can't decide anything from week 1. Like, you just have to skip that week. I feel like as an NFL fan, you got to go to week 2 or week 3 to like really get a judge on who's a good team, what's going to be the Super Bowl contender. You want to do Super Bowl matchup?
We do Super Bowl matchup.
Chiefs from the AFC
Chiefs.
side. You just got to say
Just
it.
Chiefs.
You got to say it.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna win.
I think it's going to be Chiefs, Lions, Chiefs, Eagles. And I know I'm biased, but we're at least the second best team in the NFC. Now that the Niners just had all those injuries,
Yeah,
Minnesota's better
that's
than
for
the
now.
Eagles.
Minnesota with Sam Darnold at
Yes.
QB.
They're better though. I didn't
You
say
think
they-
so, really?
I didn't say they're
Yeah.
the better quarterback. I just said they're better. They are the better team.
I think they have better coaches. I think the Eagles have a better team.
The Vikings are probably, as of right now, the 3rd or 4th best team in football.
Yeah, Vikings are solid.
Chiefs,
I don't believe in them.
Lions, Ravens, Vikings.
Everyone thought they were gonna fall off like week 3.
If they're looking for a quarterback, then they don't believe in themselves.
Well, I mean, it is Sam Darnold.
Winning record.
You were just saying
Yeah, wait,
it's
what are you
Sam
doing?
Darnold and they're not that good.
I don't think they are, and I also think that the Vikings don't think they're that good.
But
I
you-
don't-
That's what I'm saying.
You could
I'm
also
not
go with the
s-
argument they brought the Super Bowl contender, like he was saying, to the last second field goal. That's all. I mean, it ended with a field goal.
They lost. That's all I
Yeah,
see.
well, that's what the Rams lost that game too. That his point was they
Well, the
could
Rams
bring-
aren't a Super Bowl contender.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Still,
Neither were the Vikings beginning of the year, though. Beginning of the year, everybody thought they were going to be nothing with Sam Darnold at QB.
Yeah.
They just got rid of Kirk Cousins. I don't think anybody even had them at a winning record before
No.
the season.
no, I did not.
I wouldn't. I mean, I like Kirk Cousins, but I think the Falcons are overrated. What are they, 4-3?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
they're 4-3.
I think the Falcons are going to win that division now that the Buccaneers offense is out.
Yeah,
I would say the
think they got
Bucks.
the
It's going to be like another like 10-7 record to win the
I could see
division.
that.
It's going to be like that's how the division always
Yeah.
is for the last couple of years.
I could see the Bucks still doing okay with.
I think they'll be in second.
I think the Bucks are going to be.
That's
I
fair.
think the Falcons will win that division.
I think the Bucks could be like 9-8 still.
I can see them being 9-8 and winning that division.
Yeah,
So,
but
Well, Evans is out for like 3 weeks, so
but Godwin's out for the
Godwin's
year.
out for the year.
Godwin is out for
Godwin out for the year.
That's a team I could see trading for Cooper Kupp.
I guess they have that cap though. How much is Kupp's contract? Or are the Rams going to pay it?
They would probably. I think they said they want a 2nd-round pick for it, and they'll take a little bit of his contract if they do trade him.
That wouldn't be a bad trade for the Rams.
Yes,
to be
it would
honest.
be. Trading our best receiver for
How
a
old is he?
2nd-round pick.
How old is he?
He's 31.
31.
And you're not looking to win within the next 3 years, and you still have Puka.
Well, if you have a quarterback who's 37 and,
So get ready to tank is what I'd say. You won your Super Bowl with that squad.
yeah, but
Why not give it up?
I feel like Cooper Kupp is just one of the guys like you just can't see in another jersey. And yes, I'm biased saying
Yeah.
that because he's my favorite like athlete ever, but
It's a business.
yeah, but I don't like that business.
The business is not fair.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, could you imagine like Cooper Kupp winning the Super Bowl on the Chiefs this year?
Ugh.
Great for him. I'd be so happy for him, but like that doesn't seem right.
Chiefs would be willing to give if they thought they were going to win a Super Bowl.
Well, no, they're not going to trade it.
Look, if
for another
we're gonna-
receiver. They just
after
got
D-Hop.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
But is
again.
D-Hop really a needle mover like that?
I think,
Kupp is way better than D-Hop.
No, yeah.
present
Yeah.
day.
No,
He's
100%.
much better.
but I think D Hop is enough to the point where they don't need to go out and spend more
With
because they
Mahomes.
just won back-to-back Super Bowls
Yeah,
with
with
Juju
no wide receivers,
and yeah.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, and Rasheed Rice.
They don't really need all that.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't
Kadarius
hurt.
Toney. I mean, it wouldn't hurt,
Elite
but
guys,
they
you
don't. Why give up a 2nd-round pick for a receiver when you can win without a top
Right.
10, top 15 receiver?
Right.
You know,
But Kupp on the Chiefs would be so good for 3 years if he could stay healthy.
Oh yeah,
He'd be back to
him and Mahomes.
He'd be back to like one of the best wide receivers in the NFL conversation. He'd be right back.
Right back.
Yes, right back.
He's there now, buddy.
All right. That's funny.
Okay, that's funny. Top 5 wide receivers.
Top 5 wide receivers that I'm taking over Cooper Kupp. Present day, right now, 2024.
Okay. If it's
Jamar Chase.
No.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Fair, I would say no, but fair. I'll give it to you.
AJ Brown.
No.
Present day, yes.
No. AJ Brown?
Yes, against man coverage, second best in the league. Yes. 3 touchdowns in 3 games that he played. Yes. Absolutely. Third, what has Kupp done?
He's hurt. What do you mean? What has he done?
That's what I'm saying. Present day, that's who I'm taking.
He had a great game week 1, and then he got hurt week 2.
Okay, that's great. Week 1 was a long time ago. AJ Brown also had a great game week 1, and then more games that were great.
Okay, but he wasn't hurt. That's not Cooper
Yeah, he
Kupp's
was hurt
fault.
actually.
Well,
And then
he's
he
been
came
hurt
back
less.
and did good.
He's been hurt less. That's not Cooper Kupp's fault.
All right, so what's that? 3 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
Debatable. I'll give it to you.
Maybe he's 5th.
Boom.
Maybe.
So he is top 5.
Maybe. If I could think of somebody else.
You've been saying to me, even off camera, that he's not top 5.
I think he's
so-
probably 6 or 7. Like if I really got
can't
all the
name-
wide
you can't
receivers
name
out.
6
It's off
guys
the
better
top of
than
my
him.
head, and I just rattled off 4.
Name more now, or else.
CeeDee Lamb's probably tied with him right now.
No. Don't do that.
He's their only wide receiver, and he's
Doesn't-
still putting up numbers. He's their only offensive weapon, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's all the Cowboys have.
So he's gonna get the ball more.
So he's going to get doubled.
When
And the
when our
defense is
offense
gonna
is
focus
healthy, we
on
have
him.
Kyron Williams,
And they don't even
Puka.
have a run game to open up the offense. You have Kieran, and you have 2 wide receivers. You can
Yeah,
spread out the
that
ball.
doesn't make Cup worse.
You're right, but it gives him more opportunity to be better.
Gives them more of an opportunity to not give him the ball. I feel like though.
Yeah, but he
right?
gets more separation. You can scheme him open easier because the defense has to
guess.
focus on more people.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
so.
again, like the Cowboys, who are they scheming up? CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
You're not worried about Rico Dowdle and Zeke or Jake Ferguson or Brandon Cooks. I'm not worried about any of them. I'm worried about CeeDee Lamb. I'm
What happened
putting.
to Brandon Cooks. Is he healthy?
I think he's hurt.
I have no clue. I shut every game off.
No.
Every game I shut off in the second quarter because they get blown out
Yeah. That's
every
fair.
time.
That's fair.
They're so bad.
You were saying to me at the beginning of the year, we talked about this on.
They're not
like,
making the
last few
fucking playoffs,
episodes.
James. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no. Nick was definitely right about that. On the last few episodes that we had, just the two of us,
Mm-hmm.
he was saying like they were like 1-1, and he was like, the Redskins are better than us. I'm like, dude, the Redskins are not
Yes,
better than
That's
you.
an
And
insane
now,
call week 2.
Yeah,
That's an insane
because
call.
was-
they,
he was
because they
saying
let
that like
every
week
every
1, week
Cowboys
2,
player.
and I was like, dude, that's ridiculous. And
like,
now
Because I knew the Saints weren't that good. I knew it was just like they were gonna fall off eventually. And if they got blown out by the Saints, I was like, dude, this is just gonna happen the rest of the year.
yeah, but people thought the Browns were going to be good, and you guys beat up on the Browns week 1, so I think everyone kind of overreacted and was like,
I didn't think the Browns would be good.
I thought I was happy with that game because the offense played well. Because I know the Browns defense is
Browns
still
defense
good.
is good.
The Browns defense is
Browns
still
offense
good.
is ass.
Yeah.
No, the Browns offense is not good. Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
But then what was it? Week 3 was the Ravens game. Week 3 was the Ravens game.
and he got blown out at home
Got
again.
blown out. The score looks good, but that game was awful. I was at work and I shut the TV off like at work.
You guys can't win at home.
No, we can't. No,
You guys
we
get blown
can't
out.
win against good teams. If you look at who they're playing, because look on the road.
Yeah, but you got blown out by some bad teams at home. What about the Saints? They're 2-5.
Okay,
Saints
what
started off crazy though.
Saints? That's what I'm saying.
But the
they
week
did.
1, it was like against the Panthers though.
Yeah.
No,
And week
yeah,
2 is against the Cowboys. The
same
Cowboys
level.
are. I'm saying they're not that good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
that
what I'm saying.
defense is really the problem.
No, their
The
defense is
so
actually
bad.
Their defense was like so good at the beginning.
Because
of last
watch,
year. I don't know
Dan
what
It
happened.
was hyped up more than
no,
good, I feel like.
because Dan Quinn gone, Fowler gone, Dorrance Armstrong gone. Everything just fell apart. Because everybody went to Washington. Everybody like left. Dan Quinn took his boys and just went.
Did Parsons come back?
No, he's not. He's questionable for Sunday. It doesn't change anything.
Who do you guys play this week?
Niners.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
go Cowboys.
No, I want to lose at this point. I'm starting.
Tank.
They're
Tank.
only 3-3.
Dude, James, I
they're not
can't.
0-6.
James, you don't like. Are you watching these fucking games? I have
I mean,
never.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, but
I have never
do
seen a
watch some.
defense this bad. Like as my team, I have never seen anything so pathetic.
It's rough.
pretty bad.
It's
it's
there.
rough.
It's so. There's one good defensive player right now, and it's Overshown, and that's it. And that's literally it.
What's the ceiling for the end of the season?
What's the ceiling? 6 games, dude.
Okay, come on.
6-11. You think
I
is their
showed you the
ceiling?
schedule. We talked about this.
Ceiling's got to be 9 or 10.
No, dude.
Ceiling is best possible 9 wins at least. 10.
No. Their schedule
Best possible.
No, their schedule keeps getting worse. Their schedule does not get any better.
We did go over their schedule like at the beginning of the year, and
Their schedule
I
does
said
not
10
get-
and 7,
You
but
said-
that was when
that
I
was
thought
before
they
you
were.
saw everything.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
after
before.
they
I
beat
think
like Cleveland.
Their ceiling has to be 9 wins.
No, it's okay. It's
Their ceiling. Their
8 or
best
9
possible-
is ceiling.
their ceiling
floor, I
is
think,
9 if they
like-
make coaching changes.
Floor is like
7?
7. Yeah, that's what I would say. Between 7 and 9.
Yeah,
If you had to predict their record at the end of the year, 6-11, you say?
I said. Let me look at it again because they're 3-3 right now.
Okay. Let's see. We'll go game by game here.
Wi-Fi don't work. Hold on. All right, so they're gonna lose to the Niners, right? Fair.
Probably. Niners don't look great either, but I do think they'll
Niners
lose.
don't look great, and they are injured.
In the last 5 years, they just can't be the Niners.
Yeah.
They just can't do it. Then they go to Atlanta. I don't see them winning that game.
To Atlanta, I
Who's
can
at
see
home?
them winning that.
Who's at home?
It's Atlanta.
I could see
Atlanta's
them
at
winning that.
home. I could see
Dude,
Atlanta.
their
winning that.
offense is just like Bijan's gonna have 120
Yeah.
yards at least.
Yeah, you got to think about that.
So they're
Bijan
3
will
and 5.
dice
They're
them
3
up.
and 5 right there.
Okay.
They're gonna host the Eagles in Dallas. I would normally say they'd win, but I can't even. I
That is
literally
normally
they
5 years ago.
They
every
beat them in
every
Dallas,
year.
like every year.
No, we usually split.
No, I'm saying
Yeah, they win in
They
Dallas.
win at Dallas every time.
Yeah, but not
That's what I'm
this year.
saying.
Going into this year, you guys were ass, and I knew that.
You didn't.
Okay, LeBron. I knew he was going to drop 80.
I just had a feeling.
I just had a feeling the Cowboys would be exactly 3-3, 0-3 at home.
Oh, but
Guess who
even
they
last
lost to?
year, I didn't believe in that defense. They were just overhyped, and then people left.
the defense was fine. It was just that one game against Green Bay.
Bringing in Zeke didn't convince me of anything at all. Like, they really didn't do anything in the offseason
Oh,
to
they never
convince me
do.
that they were going to be any better than last year.
They never do.
So I thought they were going to be slightly worse, and that's looking
No.
like they're going to be slightly worse.
All right, slightly is a strong thing to say, but all right. So we said 3 and all right. Eagles game. We got to that. We're 3 and 5 right now.
4-5. They're not going to go 0-8 at home, dude.
I didn't say we ain't home. I'm just.
Why do they have to win that one? Why
Yeah,
can't they win the next
They
one?
have
at
to
home?
win something.
I don't think they have to. I really don't think they can.
They have more of a chance
You don't
of
think
beating
they
the
can?
Falcons or the Niners
No. What?
than stopping Saquon.
Oh yeah, they're not stopping Spigot at all.
I think they
on.
can beat Atlanta. I think they can
I
beat
don't think-
Philly.
I
I don't
think-
think they beat the Niners.
I think they have the best chance of beating the Niners out of those 3 teams.
I don't even.
Who's even their wide receiver?
I think their
one
best
right
chance
now?
is to beat Atlanta. I think Atlanta's a little overrated.
Isn't at home? Who's at home in the Niners Cowboys?
They've
game?
been better on the
Niners.
road.
Yeah, but they're playing shit teams on the road.
Yeah, but they also, like I said, lost to
It's
some
been
bad teams at
7
home.
games
That's half the season.
barely.
What do
You know,
Not even.
Now,
Yeah,
that,
not
now
even.
that I'm like
All right,
looking at
little
it
less than
now it's like looking at like 17 points. Like I'm looking at week 1 when the Browns scored 17 points. At first, that looks good, and you see like the Browns have scored like 10 every week. I'm like, this is the worst they fucking.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, all right. So I'm saying they're 3 and 6 at that point.
I'll say 4-5.
I think 4 and 6, but I think they're going to beat the Niners.
So then you're 4 and 5. You said wait.
Yeah,
4 and
he-
6 going the next one because they're going to lose to the Eagles. And
Okay.
The Falcons.
No. Well,
So that would be 4-5.
Okay,
Because they're
4
3
and
3
5.
right now.
4 and 5.
All right. So all right. 3 and 4 against the Niners, 3 and 5 against the Falcons, and then 3-6 against the Eagles. Right. That's fine. Or are you saying 4 and 5?
I'm saying 4-5.
I'm saying 4 and 5, but for other reasons.
Okay.
But yes.
Then they host the Texans. 3 and 7. L. Fat L.
I can't read that, James.
Okay.
How long
right.
do we want to record for? An hour?
About an hour.
All right. So 3 and 7, right? They're losing to the Texans.
Yeah,
There?
so that'll put them at 4-6.
I'm not the high on the Texans, but sure.
All right. They're gonna 3 and 8. They're going to Washington. They're gonna lose to the Redskins. 3 and 8. If Daniels is still healthy, they're losing that game.
He'll be healthy by then for sure.
You really have no hope.
They're fucking terrible. Like I
I
don't
mean, his
know.
whole life they've been ass. So to be
Well, they've
fair,
been good, just not. when
They've
it
been good, but
matters.
not good.
Yeah.
They've been okay. They're fun to watch. Like I'd rather than be 1 and 5 and all these games like close. Like this shit is actually like I have to turn all the games off at the second quarter.
That's rough.
How are you losing at the second quarter by like enough to be like okay the game's over?
At least you can watch your team without having to use Stream East every week.
Fuck
That is
you!
true.
I
That's
shut the game off every time.
Dude, the Cowboys are on like every week though, just because they're the Cowboys.
Yeah,
America's
because
the Rams are
dream.
never on.
because Jerry Jones is the best businessman in the league, the worst owner. One of the worst owners.
Worst person.
Horrible person. Horrible guy.
Did you guys see that measuring dick sizes?
What?
I heard something
Did
about
you
that. Is
see
that real? What are you talking about?
It was like an Instagram
Oh, yeah,
live.
yeah. It was Jamie Foxx was like,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
next to
Jamie
him.
Foxx was on Instagram Live, and Jerry Jones was like,
Like
and
6
him right
inches,
there,
like,
that's like
yeah,
6
like-
inches, and then the live ended. I don't know what to think about that. I don't
Jamie-
know how he knows that.
Jamie Foxx actually got scared and was just like, I can't do this. I can't.
You have to end the live after that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah.
That's actually a real thing. He's not even lying.
I don't know how he gets that information or what that matters to him, but maybe it is a correlation, like more confidence. I think that could be. I don't know how much that really matters.
I'm not going
at
to
the
weigh
end
on
of the
this, but
day.
I mean.
All right, let's keep going with the
all right,
prediction.
where are we at now? All right, wait. I got to go back. 3 and 4, 3 and 5, 3 and 6, 3 and 7. All right, 3 and 8 against the Redskins. Yes. Yes.
4 and 7.
They lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They host the Giants. They finally get their
That's a
win.
dub.
5
and 7.
4 and 8. 4 and 8 right there.
5 and 7.
Then they host the Bengals.
Could go either way.
6 and 7.
4 and 9. 4 and 9. And then they go to the Panthers.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
7 and
Should
7.
be. Should
7
be
and
that.
7 in contention for a wild card spot.
5 and 9.
How about them Cowboys?
We're 5 and 9 right now. After the Panthers game, they win. Then they play the Bucks. No.
It's tough to say because we don't know how the Bucks are going to be without
Yeah.
their receiving core.
Well,
it's hard to say
Evans,
right
will
now.
be,
Game.
Evans
Hard
will
to
be
say
back.
right
It's in Dallas. Evans will be back though, so you got to put that into consideration. Otten looks pretty good so far. Evans is going to be
I'll give
back.
Tampa the win.
So we're at what did I say?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. So I'm at 5 and 5.
You're
and,
at 5 and 10.
5 and 10 right now.
Both of them lose not.
Okay.
I guess 7 and 8. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then we're looking at Cowboys at Eagles. They lose that one.
Okay.
Gotta at least split.
5 and 11. Because
Bro, Nick, come on. 5
dude,
and
I'm
11,
dead
dude.
serious. This isn't even a joke.
I could easily see
5
that
and
being
11.
8 or 9 wins easily.
Are you watching the games?
Yes, I'm watching the
No,
games.
you're not.
You guys are mid as hell, and that's why I think you'll finish with a
Yeah, but-
mid record, like 8 or
Yeah.
9 wins.
Yeah.
They're worse than mid. Okay.
You're 3 and 3. What do you mean? You were the
Because,
definition of mid.
No, because look, they've beaten the shitty teams. They've beaten the shitty teams.
They do that every year. They blow
I
out the
understand
shitty
that, but like,
teams.
okay, they beat,
half your schedule is going to be shitty teams,
I get that, but no, they're not. These are not like all shitty teams here.
but they're not like goats. They're not like Ravens, Chiefs. Like
No, I didn't.
you got the
we
Panthers
lost
in
the
there.
Ravens,
You got
yeah.
easy ass games in there.
Okay, you named the
That
one
should be
Panthers
wins.
game after the
Giants,
They have to play the Giants.
Bucks. You could easily win to. Falcons. You could easily win to.
All right, stop saying easily win. That's all right.
Okay,
Some
not-
teams
not
would
easily
love to be
win.
3 and 3.
That's a good point.
I'd rather than
What
just
do we
start
think
tanking.
about the Rams record? I think
Yeah,
the
okay.
Rams will finish worse than the Cowboys.
I probably agree.
I would say yes, unless they start
Especially
getting
if
unless
they
they start
sell.
getting healthy. If they start getting healthy, then I think then they're gonna have a better record.
If
But
they start getting, if they get like 100% healthy, maybe like as good.
If we trade Kupp and Stafford before the deadline, we might win one more game this year.
Rams defense really isn't that much better than the Cowboys defense,
No.
to be honest.
Oh, no. No. We have some. What's that look for? We have some young talent on our defense, but overall, our defense is buns.
yeah, it's really not.
We finally showed some promise against the Raiders this week, but it is the Raiders. With
Brock Bowers had a good game.
Brock Bowers did have a good game.
Shout
We
out.
can't, dude. I was gonna tell you before that game, and I know I'm gonna sound like LeBron, but like, we never guard tight ends well.
Well, because you
ever.
don't have linebackers.
That's true. We don't have any
So-
linebackers.
I can name.
Is your
Jared
defense
Verse,
that
and that's
bad?
it. I don't know any other Rams linebackers.
you're saying like they're not much.
not a
better.
linebacker.
You're saying like they're not
He's
much
I
better.
thought he was like an outside linebacker.
No, defensive tackle.
Okay, so he plays on the end. He plays on the line, but I feel like he's still an outside
Yeah.
linebacker.
You're saying like they're not. Their defense is not much better. Really?
No,
They're really not. No.
they're really not.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You had that one bad game against the Cardinals, and then you haven't given up 30.
You're not supposed to give up 30.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. No, but my team is.
I would say the Rams defense is better right now, but not by that much. Is what I'm saying.
I would say it's probably like 10% better than the Cowboys defense.
You're lowballing
And
it.
the
All right.
Cowboys have bigger stars on defense. I don't understand what goes on with them. The Rams have nobody like Micah Parsons. No offense.
It's just
But, like Micah Parsons is an
They-
A-tier star when
had him.
healthy, when
They had
playing
him.
in his prime.
Well, that's what happens.
Obviously, Aaron Donald, but
Oh,
he's gone now.
Yeah, that's. No, I mean, yeah.
Nobody
no.
on the tier of Micah Parsons is on that Rams defense right now.
Yeah, I agreed.
No.
There's
I-
like top tier defensive players in the league. T.J. Watt, Parsons, that's probably tier 1.
Myles Garrett,
Myles Garrett.
Garrett's 1.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
You think he's up there with them?
I think he's one of the best safeties in the league, so why not?
Trying to think what else.
Who's the best safety in the
But
league?
who would you take Fitzpatrick over any of those guys in tier 1?
Maybe not, because I value D-line more than safety. But that's
Fair.
just positional value.
Fair. I would put Fitzpatrick in tier 2, but
That's fair. Whatever.
I don't think tier 1's ridiculous. But what's it called? Myles Garrett. What the heck is going on with the Browns? Because we
Needs to
talked
get out of
about
Cleveland.
they're bad, but they like last year we were talking about how they were 11-6 with Joe Flacco, and now they get their quarterback back, and they suck.
Yeah.
I know Deshaun Watson.
It's amazing to
isn't
watch.
very good
Deshaun Watson
anymore,
isn't
but
that good.
It's amazing to watch, especially since they had Baker.
Is Joe Flacco better? I don't know, dude. I'll always root against the Browns just because of what they did to Baker.
It's
He
so
had
sad.
Well, I
one
thought
bad
you were
year.
just going to say because of Diddy Watson, but
Well,
I guess
Oh, it
Baker
doesn't
too.
well
help.
that too.
But
Like,
not
do you
help.
root against the Panthers because of Baker?
No.
No.
I root for Baker. I'm saying I'll root against the Browns because of what they did to Baker.
But the Panthers did the same thing to Baker.
That's different
Why?
because
he was like
he
their
was like a backup.
and then
But he started some games with Sam Darnold. He
Yeah,
split
but-
time.
No,
Yeah,
but,
but
okay,
that
but
would-
remember Baker was like supposed to be the next big thing, and then he brought him to the playoffs, then had one bad
I
year.
don't
That
think
was
he was
supposed to
ever
be-
supposed to be the big
He
next big
kinda-
thing.
No,
Other-
that was Baker's franchise in Cleveland. He wasn't supposed to be the
guess.
franchise quarterback in Carolina.
He wasn't. I
He
don't
was
think
just
anybody was projecting him to take over though. Like he was supposed to be above average and make the
took them to
playoffs.
playoffs.
Yeah,
he
and they
did.
and they won a game.
And
They
then he
beat
had
the
They won a
Steelers.
game.
He had one bad year because he
He
played
had
the
no
whole season
weapons.
hurt.
He had, like, I don't think
He
had any
played the
weapons.
whole year
He had-
hurt.
He had Amari, but what? Like, I see had Chubb too, but I mean, wasn't he hurt at some point? I would
Probably.
assume probably.
I would argue that Baker Mayfield failed on the Browns.
Okay, that's insane.
No.
First off,
he had one bad.
So he was a success on the Browns, is what you're gonna say.
Mostly.
The Browns do not regret drafting Baker Mayfield,
They
and
were-
they're
No,
and
no,
they're
no.
happy with the
0-16,
production.
and then they got him, and they went almost 500.
Okay, but now look at this. Now look at this. Now
I don't- You got to make
No.
the playoffs. You got to win some games.
From 0-16 though, he's not. I'm not saying he's Brady.
16, he beat like 50-year-old Big Ben in the playoffs, and then lost the next.
did he still make
game.
the playoffs? Like
The
I,
Steelers
and he was
were
there for how
supposed to
many
be pretty good
years?
That year. So
3 or 4.
a
Baker
playoff win's a
Mayfield on the
playoff
Browns?
win.
yeah.
Playoff win. He didn't do anything after that or before that.
What about right now?
Well,
What are you talking-
they didn't really give him a chance because the year
No.
after he played the whole year hurt. They missed the playoffs.
He's better
and
on
they
the
let
Bucks.
him go.
He's better on the Bucks right now than he ever was on the Browns.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
I'm fine with saying that.
No,
but
he's just saying that he should not have been let go anyway. That's what the whole.
I'm saying they shouldn't have given up on him after one bad year of playing the whole year hurt. And then they sold their soul to get Deshaun Watson, who hadn't played in a year and a half. And now they're worse.
I don't hate them giving up on Baker. I hate them believing in Deshaun Watson that much more than Baker.
Yeah.
To give up 3 first
Agreed.
rounds and want to get Baker out that badly.
Yeah.
I could see them maybe drafting a quarterback in the first round, having a little competition. I think that's what they should have done.
They could have, right now, they could have saved like $30 million and had
And all
Baker
those
instead of
draft
Deshaun
picks.
Watson. They could have saved $30 million and had a better QB.
Mm-hmm.
And had, 3 first rounders?
Right.
Instead, now they're 1-6. Their quarterback's out for
And
the
they're
year.
stuck. They're
You're
stuck with that
anyways.
contract. You're stuck.
How many more years do you have
Texans
left in
have
that
all
deal?
your first round picks now. They're done for the next 5 years. I think they're going to be ass. I don't think.
5 years is a stretch because I think a lot can happen in a year or two of football.
But with that Deshaun Watson contract looming over you,
Yeah, no one's gonna take him anymore.
nobody's going to pay that off.
Nobody wants to pay.
Yeah,
him.
but they still have arguably the best defensive player in the league on their team.
No, the defense is great. Their
and they
defense
should
is so
trade
good.
him.
Yeah, so that's half the team. So I wouldn't say 5 years. I
No,
would say
two
this
or three.
year,
2 or
next
3.
year.
Who do they have other than Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb?
No, not really anybody. That's why they're not good now. I'm not
One
saying.
person on
I'm not
both sides.
I'm
No,
not
I don't
saying
think
they're going to be
no,
great.
the defense is solid. You can't
They
say
have
the
a
defense
solid
is not solid.
defense.
Defense is fine.
Denzel
Yeah, they're
Ward.
good.
Yeah,
Denzel Ward's good. Denzel Ward's good. I do like their corners, and I like Greg Newsome.
yeah.
Their
Their
corners are good.
their defense could get them to the playoffs. Their offense cannot. That's why they're 1-6.
That's what did
Sure.
that's what happened
They
last
could-
year.
they
The
could-
defense got into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just not happening this year for
No, no,
whatever
no.
reason. I guess Diddy
I know
Watson
that
isn't.
Diddy Watson is the reason.
Isn't as good as
Exactly why.
old man Joe Flacco.
Now was it Richardson's back, right?
Richardson is he?
I don't know if
Yeah,
he's
I
back
thought he
or
came back. Did he not?
I don't know. He got a haircut. I like that. I think he looks better now.
I didn't know that.
Who went down this past week? Daniels, Jaden Daniels.
Jay Daniels went down.
He's,
I think
he's questionable,
I
right?
think he's practicing, so I think he's gonna.
He should be fine. But you talking about just quarterbacks? We're talking about everything.
How about Mariota? He played amazing.
He
played
went in that
very
game
well.
when it was 10-0.
You
and they
You would
ended
have
up
never
winning
thought
game by
that
like
as the
30.
Eagles backup. He was so
You know,
shit.
and
Yeah.
it's funny because Zach Ertz has been like having like a fairly
Zach Ertz
solid
is
year.
having such a good year.
He's had a solid
oh my
year.
God.
It's
I love seeing that.
weird to watch. Not like weird because he can't do it. I'm saying it's been
No,
so
'cause
long.
yeah.
It's been so long.
Definitely on the Cardinals, he was a little irrelevant. And now he's coming back a little bit.
Zach Ertz is a
Definitely
good dude though.
irrelevant, yes.
Like Zach Ertz.
Did we do Super Bowl predictions?
Oh no, we just said Chiefs.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
said Chiefs are gonna
Oh no,
win it anyway.
I said Niners or no, I said Lions or Eagles
Okay.
out of the NFC.
I'll say. I want to say Chiefs Lions. I really like the Lions out of the NFC.
I really think that's the favorite, to be honest.
I think-
Chiefs Lions.
I really like the Lions out of the NFC. It's hard to predict anyone else out of the AFC, but here's a good
If
question.
you could choose anybody,
Ravens.
If there's a team that's gonna knock out the Chiefs, who's it gonna be? I guess
Ravens, Bills.
Baltimore.
Ravens, Bills.
it's the Ravens.
I trust Josh Allen, not the rest of that team. I don't know. Like they can be good. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing as every other year. They're like 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
They go into the playoffs. They beat like a bad team in the first round, and then they play either Cincinnati or
What's
Kansas
always
City. and
what's
lose.
always the deal
I
with
can see
that? What's always the deal with the Bills in the playoffs? I mean, they're playing Mahomes every time, but it's like, I mean, yeah, but like,
Mahomes every time is tough on the schedule.
I think they just always run into a team that's just simply better, whether it's Cincinnati
but why? But
or
like,
Kansas City.
what is it about them that's like they're not above that curve? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I think teams like Kansas City and Cincinnati have more talent around their quarterback, probably. Like Kansas City is a top 5 defense in football.
Yes, that was surprising last year because I don't think anyone really thought the Chiefs defense was going to be as elite as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I agree.
And the Bengals had a pretty good team that year. They went to the AFC Championship when they knocked out the Bills. The year before, they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And the Bills they don't have. I mean, I know they got Amari Cooper now.
They don't
but
have the same talent.
No.
They don't. They just don't.
I can see the Bills being a second round exit again. I think that's, if I had to predict where they're going
Easily
to
see
go down, I would say second round again.
yeah. Because why we're thinking they're gonna? I mean, Ravens are gonna. It's gonna be Ravens Chiefs AFC Championship, right? We're just guessing that.
I could absolutely see that.
Well,
I think.
I mean,
think
those are the two best teams in the AFC.
I think NFC, AFC
I
Championship.
feel like we're missing one though. I don't know. I just
NFC,
wanna-
AFC Championship. Ravens, Chiefs, Lions, Eagles. I think that'll be the last 4 left.
I
Lions,
think it all
Eagles.
depends on how the Eagles look against playoff
You know what?
caliber teams.
It depends. It depends how the whole Russell
Right.
Wilson thing goes. I forgot about it. We forgot about the Steelers. I don't think they're going to be as good as the Ravens,
I don't
but
think the Steelers
it's
are going
hey, we don't
anywhere.
know
They were in trade talks for Cooper Kupp. That scares me.
if they get now. It changes a bit.
Even if they get Cooper Kupp, I don't believe in them.
They have a good
their
defense,
defense
but I
is
don't
so
think their
good.
quarterback situation is good enough to get them to a Super Bowl.
I'm never gonna see Justin Fields or Russell Wilson holding up a Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy
no.
and a Steelers jersey.
Yeah, no.
Could not see.
Russ did look good the other night, but I mean,
Russ
that's
did
one
look
game.
good.
I think if they trade for Kupp and
If they trade for Kupp, they'll be
they
second
start
round
Wilson, 11-6.
I think their defense is definitely better. I think their defense is better than the Ravens. I would say their defense is better than the Ravens' defense.
It's like pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the Ravens have a better team. I think the Chiefs and Ravens are the two best teams in football. That's why I was surprised
yeah,
the Ravens
I can get
started
behind
0-2.
I can get behind
So if that's not the AFC Championship,
Ravens started
I'd be
0-2,
stunned.
but Week 1 was against the Chiefs.
That is true.
So, like,
and then they got
likely
upset
by
by the
1 foot.
Raiders, but I mean,
Yeah,
any
that
given
was
Sunday,
a bad L, but I think
That
that's
was-
like their only bad game of the season.
and they've won 5 in a row.
Yeah,
So
and also that was the game they almost won with the Isaiah Likely toe tap.
Yeah, that
back
was
of
the
end
one.
zone.
The one toe.
that's true. They could have beaten the Chiefs.
They could have easily beaten the
The
Chiefs.
three of us were
Or-
watching that
yeah,
together,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That was the last second. That was like the last
Right,
play, and
right.
then his toe was just barely on the
So
white
like
line.
0-1 or 1-0, they could have started so easily either way. So
Yeah.
I really was never concerned about them starting 0-2.
No,
That's the best part about it. Like you see a team that like loses by one play 1 week, so to like the Chiefs, and then lose to the Raiders next week.
Right.
yeah,
You know what I
Right.
mean?
yeah,
Any
That's-
given Sunday.
yeah.
That's it.
And even so, that's football for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying about the Rams. Like they were close with the Lions, and I was like, okay,
Right.
we can be toe to toe with a contender, and then we get blown out by Arizona, who
They
won
shelled
like
you.
4 games last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Arizona's what 3-4, 3-3 right now. 3
They're
and 4.
3
Right?
and 4. They won on
yeah.
Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
They haven't played like a bad game this year. I don't think. They're
Chargers
just
should have won that.
they're just kind of like
That game wasn't on, was it?
Chargers. Yeah,
What you mean? Yeah, it was on.
wasn't
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Chargers.
It
It
was.
said it was on
Chargers
ESPN
Cardinals.
Plus for me.
I was watching on Stream East. I don't know.
Oh,
That was the Monday night one. That was the double
yeah,
Monday. That was
other
the double
Monday night
Monday.
game. What
I
was the
watched
other
the end of
Monday
that
Chiefs,
after
Bucks.
Raw.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, not Chuck.
Bucks Ravens.
Bucks Ravens. Yeah.
That was on, and then
Yeah.
Chargers was on ESPN Plus, which was weird. At least that's what it said on my TV.
Yeah, because there was 2 Monday night games.
Yeah, that's why I was saying was it on, but I saw it was 15-14, and then I checked the score and Cardinals won 17.
The Cardinals got like a BS late flag.
Really?
Yeah, and then that's how they won.
I didn't see like
What
any
time
of
I
that.
only watched like the last 5 minutes.
What time that game started? It started like before.
It started after the other game.
Started after that.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I was busy watching Braun Breaker win the Intercontinental Championship on Monday. So
Oh, yeah?
I only got to watch the last.
That's
5
right.
minutes
How
of
was
it.
Raw?
It was sick. It was pretty sick. White 6 coming out was crazy as hell.
That must have been cool. They
That was
haven't
crazy
showed
as-
up in a bit, right?
I think it's been like a month.
Yeah,
I think 3 weeks, a month.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they have gotten a little.
A little stale.
Yeah.
A little stale.
I feel bad saying that, but like, I think it was the same exact thing when Bray Wyatt was alive and he had the whole Uncle Howdy gimmick or whatever,
Mhm.
and it was just the same thing every week where they would come out, they'd appear from the dark, which is cool,
Right. It's cool.
but then it's got to lead to something.
Yeah.
It happens every week,
Mhm.
and then their promos are always like really good because they like leave you hanging. Like, what does that mean?
Right.
But after you have a promo like that, then you need to show
You need to
what it
capitalize
means.
on that, yeah.
They never do that.
That's why like the Undertaker is just a great character because he's like twice a year, and then
Yeah.
Towards the end, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, towards the end, but I mean, like, still, it was definitely done better, like with his character, because it was like mostly just his entry. Because I feel like
Well, I like the American Badass as well.
love that.
Tough as hell.
Last Ride is underrated finisher.
It is.
I'm gonna give a hot take. I think Bray Wyatt's gimmick is better than the Undertaker's.
Wow, I don't hate it.
Well, which one? The Dead Man or the American Badass? Or both?
Well,
Which Bray Wyatt gimmick?
I think the Fiend is better than both of them.
James, I think I got even hotter. I'll let you talk, but I think I got a hotter take for you.
The Undertaker thing is just like it's the same thing every time. Rest in peace, and then it was just like
that show is legendary. What did the Fiend even do?
great wrestler. I'm not trying to hate on the Undertaker.
Are you-
I'm
are
just
you
saying
going by
the
character?
gimmick
Mount
part. If we're
Rushmore.
talking about promos and the actual gimmick, like I'm taking Bray Wyatt. I think he's more entertaining.
I won't give you gimmick, but I will give you promo. I'll 100% give you promo.
I won't give you
promo
either.
definitely.
Promo.
I won't give you either.
What?
All right. Well,
You tell me Undertaker's better on the mic than Bray Wyatt?
Undertaker didn't need to be on the mic. He had aura.
No,
Did you ever see him
you
pick?
got a point. No, I mean, he's got a point, but I still agree. Bray on the mic was.
Did you ever see him
unbelievable.
pick? He won the Royal Rumble, and then he was picking the champion. It was Batista, Bobby Lashley, I forget whoever else it was, maybe Triple H, some shit. And he went out there. His music hit. He went to the ring. He looked at all three of them, and then he looked at Batista, and he just went like this and left. And like that's all he had to do. He just had that aura. He didn't need to do all the Firefly Funhouse shit.
That's cool, but the Firefly Funhouse thing was funny, bro.
It was funny, but like
It was funny because he was like this laughable guy in like a sweater, like with a cartoon show,
And then he
like
was
he'd
all
go
scary.
and then you go to the ring and he was like killing people. He was like dragging him through the ring, and then you'd
they
see
called
like
off a Hell in
blood
the
and-
Cell match because he lost too bad to Seth Rollins.
That was stupid. That was just bad book.
They started like burying him and shit, right? They started just like Seth started like throwing shit on him, and he was just like under
He
chairs.
like
They were
hit him in the head with like a
stop,
sledgehammer, and the
stop.
ref called the match. Like it's a
What am I thinking of? Isn't there like something where like they started like it was a Hell in the Cell where they started like throwing shit on somebody and they were just like buried under something?
that was Brock
Brock.
Lesnar, Roman Reigns, SummerSlam 2 years ago.
Not
Last
Hell in a
man
Cell, though, right?
standing. Last man standing. Yeah, not Hell in a Cell.
What I don't know what I'm thinking of then because I feel like
That
that's,
happened to Big Show in a ladder match. I remember.
that did happen. I'm thinking of Hell in a Cell though, but I remember you talking about.
I don't know. That match was great though. Brock Lesnar versus Roman with the tractor.
Tractor lifting up the
That
ring.
was sick.
Cool as hell.
Oh my gosh, that's probably the most like entertained I've been watching a match.
Imagine if you were in
Maybe
the
ever.
arena and you saw that shit.
Can you
get
imagine
lifted.
like
Oh my
let
God.
alone somebody lifting up the ring with a tractor, but let alone it being Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like that's sick.
That's
and then Roman like stumbles out of the ring because it's
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. That was so tough.
It's just held up.
And then Theory's music hits because he was Money in the Bank.
I'll be popping bottles.
He runs down and I'm like, go Theory, go. And then
and then he gets
he
squashed.
gets F5 once and he's down for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that was a great match. But I think that's gonna do it for episode number 5. We'll be back next week. We'll try to film every Thursday, probably Thursday
That's a good
3.
idea.
We'll probably do that
And then
every
we can
week.
talk about Thursday night football.
Yeah, we can talk about
perfect,
Thursday
yeah.
Night Football. Do our Sunday predictions.
Ooh, we should make like a parlay every Thursday night football if we're doing it like Thursday
like
before the game.
like the player prop sort of thing.
Like a player prop.
All right, let's do it right now.
Three players and their props.
Let's do it right now.
Okay.
You want to do it right now? It might take a minute. We could like flash it up on the screen or some shit.
Yeah, we could.
Or you want to bust it out real quick?
Yeah, we could do it. Let's say we're
I'm
gonna
okay
go.
with busting quickly.
There you go.
Hey,
What's
it's
so
end
what's
of
so
it. You
funny?
can say that stuff.
What's so funny, James?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's not gonna load for me.
Okay.
All right, or how we just get stats then at this point? Because we don't have the. Did it go
Well,
up?
you
or
can just
not?
Harley's
flash
not
it up.
Well,
Did you-
I don't
did
think
it-
we're gonna be able to get it up. It's not loading.
Did it load up or no? I mean, his is mine's kind of loading.
Or you want to do one each anytime touchdown. That'd be fast and that would be good.
Okay.
Anytime touchdown.
Anytime touchdown, give me one person, and then we can make it into a parlay of 3 different players. That's what we'll do.
Okay. Anytime touchdown.
Who's scoring tonight?
Kyron
James?
Williams.
I was gonna say Kyron too.
9
That's
straight games,
free.
I think it
That's
is.
free.
I gotta take it. That's a lock.
All right. What are you saying, Nick?
Say Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, both
He's
running
not
backs.
hurt, right? He's not hurt, right? No, he's back.
I don't know. He was
Aaron
hurt
Jones
last
should be good to go.
week. I don't know if he's back yet.
I think he's fine.
I'm taking. Give me. Cam Akers revenge game.
Okay.
Oh,
What's
that's right.
that? What's that gonna pay out?
Soldier
$1 for
Park.
like 150.
That's if Aaron Jones isn't out, right?
Cam Akers revenge game.
Cam Akers revenge game will happen. If I put
Hold on, wait, because if Aaron Jones isn't marked out yet, so if you put the
if you put $1 on that, you'll make almost $8
Wow.
That's-
It should be more than that. I feel like for Cam Akers.
for a running back too. And the running back one is kind of banged up, and it's a revenge game, and we know running backs love a revenge game. Shout out Saquon.
Yeah, he had a great game.
tremendous.
So
Yeah, so we'll go Kyron, Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, all running backs.
Running back factory
All right,
in
and
this
if
bitch.
Aaron Jones isn't playing, I'll say Jordan Addison this week. I don't know why.
Okay.
Jordan Addison, I could see him getting a long touchdown.
He
I
always-
could see that.
Yeah.
He always
our
does something.
secondary's
He always
terrible.
gets something.
I like that.
We give up one
like
touchdown
that.
a week like that. That's like
Yeah.
a 70-yard bomb.
Right.
So yeah,
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
And he's definitely the one to have like 2 catches, 80 yards. And
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll happen tonight
Yeah.
for sure.
He's either gonna have
Yeah.
like 2 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown, or like 2 catches, 12 yards, and a touchdown, or something like
it's
random
either
like
or.
that.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis type shit.
Yeah, weird fantasy guy. I have him on my team. I started him
I
one
had him.
week. he
I
had
think all
20.
3 of us have had him. I had him first, and I traded him to Nick, and then you got him.
Well, that was last year though. I think
That was last year.
year.
Bro.
Yeah.
All time, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Roster.
All right.
Or-
Well, what were you saying? You sure? All right. That'll do it for episode number 5. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next Thursday. Peace out.